I'm going to create a fully personalized, print-ready, custom name blanket using the Velveteen plush blanket from Printify and publish it to my Etsy shop under 3 minutes. We are utilizing the new MyDesigns pattern feature to make this the easiest product launch ever. So let's get started. Okay, so real quick, just doing a little bit of product research using eHunt here. I typed in custom blanket, and as you scroll through, you'll notice really quickly these products get a lot of sales. So this custom pet photo blanket here, 1,125 sales over the last 7 days, and it was launched October 17th of 2025. So a few months ago, and it almost has 5,000 total sales. Now scrolling down a little bit, here's the custom baby blanket with names. It's kind of the idea I'm going for here. Released November 11th, 2025, already has 1,500 sales, 380 over the last 7 days. Now let's scroll down one more, personalized custom blanket. So these are just text elements on a blanket, and it's personalized by the end customer, obviously. 281 sales the last 7 days, 47,472 sales, total sales, and this was released in 2023, August of 2023. So that's crazy. There's obviously a lot of demand. You don't have to overcomplicate the design of these. I think it's fairly simple. So let's jump over to Printify to show off the blanket, then we'll jump right into MyDesigns and create one very quickly, just so you can see how easy it can be. Alright, so I'm right here on Printify. You got the Velveteen plush blanket. Scroll down, let's choose manually so you can see the printers here. So they got Miami Sublimation, Spoke Custom, and obviously Printify Choice, which I'll just route between these two. Price-wise, pretty decent with Printify Premium, $975, $946 or $64, $569, and the shipping's quite a bit more here. So obviously we'll just use Printify Choice. So with that being said, let's jump right over to MyDesigns and get started. So I'm on the dashboard. We're in a demo account here. I'm gonna go right to listings. And if you're new to this, you wanna actually go to settings. If you're new to MyDesigns, sign up, go to partners, just connect Printify here, and that's it. Once you have that done, you can follow along. So back to the listings page. I created a folder up here by clicking home, and I just named this folder custom name blankets, then opened it up. Now, typically you would need designs ahead of time. These are so simple, I'm not even gonna do that. Let's just go to publish, go to Etsy and choose POD. And now from here, let's type in Velveteen. And there it is, the Velveteen plush blanket. Click on that under Printify. If you have it connected, you'll see the different printers. So Printify Choice has the best pricing here, $959 with Printify Premium. So choose that. Now I'm automatically gonna select all sizes here so we get the different print areas. And what I want to do now is just open up one of these print areas. So let's go into Canvas here. And you got the blank print area. So let's add text. And let's just go make this a bit bigger. And I'm going to give it a name. Obviously, this is customizable by the end customer. And with MyDesigns, when you create it this way, when an order comes in from Etsy with the personalization message in place, they just give you the name. You open the order up on our orders page. You just replace the main text layer and everything else is done. It's so easy. So let's choose a different font here. Click the fonts. I think I like the Satisfy one. Make that a little bit smaller, and I'm going to align it here. Now this is a new feature here. So go up, click the 3 dots if you're on a smaller screen resolution, and this little pattern repeat, just click down on it and then enable it. Now we got to adjust the settings to make this look good. So horizontal spacing, let's space that out a bit. Let's probably go 30. I'll just type that in, 30, and then vertical spacing, definitely need more spacing there. I think in this case I'll probably go 50, and we'll leave it. There are other options here. You can change the angle if you want. Let me go back to 0. You can do a horizontal offset, which I actually like. I think we'll probably just set that up to where it's right in the middle of the other one. And then the rotation per step, you can actually adjust these different settings just to get a different look if you like. But I'm going to keep it like this. I think that's good. Maybe I will add more vertical spacing. Let's go 60 there. And horizontal spacing, maybe just a little bit more. Let's go 35. I think that looks good. So now we have a pattern. And if I adjust the size of this, just the main image or the main text layer here, you see that it adjusts accordingly. So let's find, I want to have about 3 of those across the top of this blanket like this. And I think that looks good. So now at this point, I'm going to click on this and do Control-C to copy it. And then save. Now we got that print area. And I'm going to do the same thing over here, just paste it. And make sure I adjust the size of it for this particular blanket. Again, I'm just trying to keep about 3 names on the top across the blanket here. And that's good. So save, come down here, do the same. Let's make that bigger. Maybe this one could have a little more because this is the largest size. Know what? We'll just do 3 again. And that's it. So save. So we have our design ready. It will be customizable when an order comes in right on our orders page over here. The last thing I want to do before I start generating mockups is actually add a background color. So what's great about this velveteen plush blanket, you can put an image behind the background, or you can just add a color. It's going to print the whole one side in that color. So let me go down here to activate background, and we'll choose maybe a nice blue color. Let's see what we got here. Again, you can do whatever color you want. Kind of want it to be a lighter. In fact, we'll make it more here. Let's just go with that for this example. Again, you can also adjust the font color if you want, but I'm just going to leave it black to keep this simple. What I did is clicked in here. I'm going to copy the color code here, Control C, and then I'm going to go do that to the rest of these real quick. Activate background, turn on background, and put in that color code, and then save. By the way, you can do this in bulk. You can generate all these designs ahead of time, and then just very quickly go do this in bulk. But I just wanted to show you a simple way to just jump right into the publishing process to create these blankets. All right, so you do have Printify mockups, but in this case, I'm just going to go with the MyDesigns mockups we created and turn on multi mockups. So I can select a couple of these here. We'll get a generic one, a couple of these, and I think that is good. So just add mockups, and just like that, it's going to generate all the mockups for us, and then we can move to the next step. Let's let that finish up real quick. All right, there you go. Got different mockups appearing here. You can also adjust the ones you find fitting here, however you see fit. So if I wanted, for instance, this one to be the main mockup, I can just drag and drop it. Also, we toggle on auto generate video mockup. Why not? And let's move to populate data now. The next step. Actually, I want to go back and show you something. I'm not going to do this, but if you wanted to add like the 𝐬𝐮𝐞 blanket or any other blanket to this listing, you can just do add product. It's great about MyDesigns. Search the product, add it, adjust the print file, and you're good to go. So I'm going to exit that, but I wanted to show you, in case you're not aware, you can do multi-product publishing, and that would add it to the same listing. So let's go populate data. Now, you could write in your titles, descriptions, and tags manually, or you can use Vision AI. Obviously, I want to use Vision AI, so I don't know what's going on here. I need to scroll down. It's right here. Let me reset that. So you got use Vision AI. Select that. Automatically selects other as a product type, and I'm actually going to do custom blanket. I want that, and then it's going to include the product features in the description, but it's going to generate the title, descriptions, and tags optimized for Etsy specifically, so you don't have to worry too much about SEO. So let's generate data. It will scan our design and then write the listing data for us. Now, it might include the name I put in the blanket. So personalized name blanket, custom blanket for baby, unique baby gift, baby name blanket, name repeat pattern blanket, custom text blanket. So you can give it more custom instructions if you like, but I'm going to run with this as just an example showing you the possibilities here. And we'll get this published. So right now it's going to pull in the Printify Premium. Well, I don't have Printify Premium on the demo account, but it'll pull in your Printify costs and show you that there. So you can just set the profit margins accordingly. I'm just going to leave the defaults, but you can over here just bulk edit that really quickly. And then on the last step, obviously we're publishing to Etsy. Got the store. If you have multiple stores, you can choose which one. You can do a draft or active. We're going to type in blanket in the category. Blankets and throws might be best. Let's go there. And then down here, who made it, you would normally do another company or person. But if you don't have that set up in your Etsy shop yet, just leave it as I did, and then you can adjust that on Etsy later. And a finished product, Printify choice, there's the blanket. Now personalization, you do want to check this. And you're not going to pull it in from a field ahead of time from your listings page. So you just say, instructions. So enter the name blanket here. Example, I did Ella Rose. So that way you're giving instructions to the buyer on what to enter into the personalization field on Etsy. And at this point, we're good. You can just publish blanket, and that's it. MyDesigns will queue up and generate all the mockups. So you can see in the actions up here, it's getting to work. Create all the mockups, it'll generate the video mockup, and it'll publish it to Etsy. And we chose active, so it's going to be live when that's done. So I'll let that wrap up real quick, then we'll move over to Etsy so you can take a look at it. All right, so that is done. Let's go over to our listings on this demo shop, and there it is. Again, it's already live, so let's just view this on Etsy. Got your mockup there, all the details generated, the price, etc., all the different sizes, and again, the video mockup that just will rotate through the different listings here, which is great when you're on the search results page on Etsy and you hover over a listing. So there is the listing. You see how easy that was. And one other thing I wanted to explain, I did explain it earlier, but when someone actually purchases this, they add in their name. So, oops, struggling here. I just give an example. So they add their name in there, they add it to cart, they purchase it, the order wraps right to MyDesigns with the personalization instructions. All you do is hit personalize order on the orders page. You click into that one text element, add that, and everything else is done. Then you approve it, creates a new print file, it goes over to Printify on this exact SKU, it's printed and shipped, then the tracking number comes back to MyDesigns, which is then automatically added to the Etsy order and marked as complete. So that's a simple way to use the pattern feature to create custom name blankets with just text. Of course, you can add images as patterns too and all kinds of other great things. More videos coming on that soon. But that's it for this one. If you have questions, let me know by leaving a comment below. We'll talk soon.